Hey, welcome back to another tutorial. Today's objectives are to identify the naming rules for cycloalkane.
So when we say cyclic alkanes, we mean carbon chains that have sort of wrapped around to form a ring type structure. The two examples you see right here are both different ways to draw cyclobutane. This is cyclobutane's structural formula, and this is cyclobutane's line diagram. The rules you would follow to name these: you're still finding the largest carbon chain, except this time the largest carbon chain is probably going to be in a ring shape, the cyclo formation. You're still going to number the chain starting at the end closest to the attached group. That alkane gets the prefix cyclo. That's why these guys down here, since they're 4 carbons long, still butane, but now instead we put out in front cyclobutane. Fourthly, identify and name attached groups, assigning them numbers like you would normally, and assemble the name as always with the substituents in alphabetical order listed first.
This is another just plain form of a cyclo. Once again, we're just going to count the carbons that go around in a circle. There's no attached groups, so this is very simple. Since we have 5 carbons, we have pentane, and because it is cyclo, we have cyclopentane. There's just a couple different ways to draw the same thing.
Okay, so this molecule has 6 carbons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a ring, so we call it cyclohexane. They're all single bonds, so it's still an ane. This time there's a chloro attached to the ring, so that becomes carbon 1, and the name of the molecule is 1-chlorocyclohexane.
Here's another cyclo problem. We have 5 carbons, so we have cyclopentane. Notice that we have 2 methyl groups coming off, so they automatically get carbon 1, carbon 2, or if you want, you can go carbon 1 down here, carbon 2 up there. Either way, we have 1,2-dimethyl cyclopentane.
So in this molecule, it's still a cyclopentane, 5 carbons in the ring, but because there's 3 different groups, there's actually several different ways you could name this. If you pick this carbon here as carbon 1 and number clockwise, then you have 1, 2, 4 trimethylcyclopentane, the bottom one. And these are your other 2 options. When you have multiple options like this, the best name to pick is the name with the lowest set of numbers possible. That would be the last example with 1, 2, and 4, because those are lower than the 2 other options listed above.
Alright, so everything that we looked at today, the only new thing is that the carbons are connected in a ring, and we call these cycloalkanes, and we went over these naming rules. Everything else was pretty much the same alphabetical order, name the branched chains, any substituents, assign numbers to them, so everything else is the same. The only difference is we give it a prefix cyclo at the beginning. If you have any questions, please bring them to class.